Hey, good morning, honey, and we're pulling into Mumbai this morning. We're gonna be here for 2 whole days, basically. Pulling out tomorrow evening. But in the meantime, just kind of watching the scenery as it goes by a little bit. Not much, to be sure. I'm just still trying to get myself awake and put together. And at this point, I've been seeing the skyline for a while. And only now we're getting close to the port itself. And to be fair, said port doesn't seem like much yet, but at least there's greenery as opposed to all sorts of cranes and concrete as far as the eye could see. So there's that. It's more than I would have expected from a city like this. Not sure what to expect from the city, but obviously I'll be trying to keep up, and I'll keep in touch with what's going on. So, till then, take care. I'm told they had a little bit of a challenge trying to determine which gangway to use, which level, because the boat was, ship was rocking too much when we pulled into the port. And as it so happens, we seem to have a second gangway over here in the aft section that is at a different level than the one we came out of. So yeah, I guess they must have just split the difference. They're having one go out the third deck and one go out the fourth. So no matter what deck you're on, you get to get off somewhere. Or on, I guess, once you're returning. So this particular tour is really going to be a series of short stops here and there and everywhere. And our first stop, ironically enough, after already being in India 2 days, is going to be at the gateway to India. One particularly odd thing I noticed when we were alighting from the bus is, and you will recall, I've been talking about how certain cities smell like certain things. In this particular area, it reminds me of some old German butcher shop, like Schmeisser's, if you remember that, which is long gone in our area. But given the predilection for vegetarianism and definitely no beef, this seems like an odd thing to be smelling. It must be the spices, but I don't know which ones they are. The checkpoint to get in here is the Colaba police station, which is one of the 7 islands that used to make up Mumbai back in the day. Of course, for mariners approaching Mumbai, you could see this in the distance as you're coming into port. Hence, of course, the gateway. Just so happens our timing's a little different. This was built back in 1911, as I understand, to commemorate the visit of at the time, Prince George V to India. And it's done in a combination of both Muslim and Hindu styles, as is the nearby hotel, which is the Taj Mahal Hotel, of course, because India. They're going to name a lot of things after that particular landmark, after all. Ironic that we didn't have to travel as far to the Taj Mahal as some of our number on the ship. I stand corrected on the Taj Mahal Hotel. It was built several years before, in 1903, although the tower behind it that adds to it dates from the 1970s. And while it is a standard skyscraper, it has a few flourishes that identify it as being distinctly Indian. Admittedly, I find myself wandering around a bit aimlessly at this point. We are going to be taking a few photos around here, but they do have a fair number of touts offering to do likewise for us. It's like, hey, if I wanted a picture, I'll take my own picture, thanks. Once again, this is somewhat uncomfortable for someone with social anxiety like myself. I get it, it doesn't show that way. Some people are like, what are you talking about? You're talking to a camera in the middle of a square full of people. Like, yeah, but I'm just interacting with the camera, so I don't really have the same level of self-consciousness this way. But yeah, there you are. At least this way, having this stick in front of me keeps me from having to interact with somebody. The problem is that you've got to try and keep moving around so that you're not talking to other people or getting in anybody's way. I don't particularly like being photobombed, and I don't like the idea of photobombing someone else, but I'm not always aware of who's pointing a camera in what direction. And that's a bit of a challenge to try and avoid, especially since it's not like you can see everything, you know, with laser sights or something like that where they're pointing in one direction or another. Ironically, some of our number are taking pictures of some of the locals who are here to take pictures of their own. I'm not sure I have the right to do that, so I'm not going to bother. If people wander into my shot, well, that's how it goes. But honestly, yes, I get people watching is a thing, and in some cases it's more entertaining than just looking at the sights. But yeah, again, people have rights that buildings don't, and I don't really want to be taking pictures like that. It's crowded here, but not impossibly so. It may be that we're just here early enough that that's not an issue just yet. More thoughts on Mumbai in a moment, I'm sure.